Hi, this is howtofilefordivorce.org, and today we're going to show you how to file for divorce in the state of Maine. They say the state of Maine is the way the life should be, so we shouldn't hopefully be showing this video to too many people. But anyways, to get started, you will need to download the Maine divorce papers. Now, what this is just a package that contains all the necessary forms in order to file for divorce in the state of Maine, which we'll be going over below. So you just go on this page. Don't worry, they're all free. Just download them, and then we can start moving along. Then you should complete the following forms and serve them to your spouse. These three forms, if you have minor children, this form. Now you can serve your spouse in the state of Maine one of three ways. Now remember, you haven't filed these with the court yet. You're just completing them and serving them to your spouse. You can hand deliver the papers and have your spouse sign the Acknowledgment of Receipt form. Now that's if your spouse is a very peaceful person. I would recommend this. You can send the forms by certified mail with return receipt requested, which means that after they're served the forms by certified mail, you'll get a copy that they received the papers, and on that copy there'll be a little signature of where they signed and said, yes, I agreed to accept this mail or forms or whatever. Or you could pay the sheriff's office to submit copies to your spouse, which is, a lot of attorneys do this, but this is only for divorces where the other spouse just doesn't want to accept the forms and they're just being a little bit in denial, we'll say, about their divorce. Step 3, within 20 days of serving the defendant, the following forms need to be filed with the county court clerk's office. So you're going to need to file all these forms with the county court clerk's office within 20 days of serving your spouse. You'll have that date, whether one of these three ways that you do. And it's got to be within 20 days. File these forms. There'll be a $120 filing fee, but that was at the time this video was done, so you always want to double check with your county, as it does vary. Now you should meet with your spouse in order to negotiate the terms of the marital settlement agreement. Now this is the point where this can go really bad or we can be smooth sailing. This is the form that you probably hear about all the time, where the cars, the house, the debt, everything that's financially related gets settled. So if you can meet to terms on this, chances are you're going to be just cruising to the end of your divorce. But be sure to know that once this form has been signed by both parties, it is considered a legal agreement, just like any other legal form. So just like when you sign your lease or sign a purchase and sale agreement or a mortgage, once you sign this, it is over. You have to know that this is a very important form that you are signing. If you have minor children, upon meeting with your spouse, you both should complete and trade this child support form, and you have to file the above forms with the court clerk's office. And if you have minor children, after filing, you'll be given a time and date of your case management conference, and both spouses must attend this meeting. The case management conference is just some representative from the court that, is one of these touchy-feely people that's going to tell you exactly how to talk to your kids about the divorce and what kind of different child support custody arrangements you're going to have and what's the most healthy thing for the children, one of those kind of things. So don't really stress too much about this. It's just one of those kind of fluffy kind of things that you're going to have to go to. Step 5, there must be a 60-day waiting period from the original serving date of the papers in Step 2, up here, where you served your spouse, in order to get a court hearing date. So there has to be 60 days from Step 2 to here. Now you must call or personally go into the clerk's office in order to schedule a hearing. And it depends on every county, but some of them you can just call, some you have to go in and file some forms and give a copy to your spouse. But most of the time you can just call and they'll schedule a court hearing date. Now you have to go to your court hearing date. As long as you've done all these forms correctly and you and your spouse are in agreement, You pretty much can just sit back and listen to the judge as he goes through the motions. And once the judge signs the divorce decree, which you'll get at the end, you have completely divorced in the state of Maine. So, the only requirements are either party must be a resident for at least 6 months in the state, and a divorce in Maine takes only 6 months. So, but sometimes the courts can be backed up. I know in southern Maine, they're pretty bad, and it can take up to even a year. But if you're in one of the northern counties, then you should be riding high. So that's it. That's how you file for divorce in the state of Maine.